الحمد لله وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأصلي وأسلم على رسول الله صلاة وتسليما يليقان بالحبيب المصطفى النبي المجتبى صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وتابعيه وتابعي تابعيه إلى يوم الدين. أحبتي وأحبائي في الله، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضاء نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته وعدد ما كان وعدد ما يكون وعدد ما سيكون وعدد الحركات والسكون. I would love to take you with me in a very, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, short journey. Only in one ayah of the Quran. Only one ayah, inshallah Rabbil Alameen. And that ayah is in chapter 97. Surah Al-Qadr. Surah Al-Qadr. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatul Qadr. وما أدراك ما ليلة القدر ليلة القدر خير من 1000 شهر تنزل الملائكة والروح فيها بإذن ربهم من كل أمر سلام هي حتى مطلع الفجر. The ayah, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, I'll be focusing on tonight with you. Ayah number 3, خير من 1000 شهر. خير من 1000 شهر. Referring to Laylatul Qadr, the night of power, the night of excellence, the night of that creed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, telling us that the literal translation, more or less, on the side of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that night worth 1,000 months of a continuous worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you spend Laylatul Qadr in the masjid, worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reading the Quran, indulge in dua, and so on and so forth, that night would be much better on the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than worshipping Him continuously without stopping for 1,000 months, meaning about 83 years and 4 months. 83 years and 4 months continuous worshipping to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And for the sake of understanding, for the sake of having a very deep understanding of that only one ayah, ayah number 3 in chapter 97, and how we can benefit from it and how we can apply it in our life. First, no doubt, we love to bargain. We love to look for which store does have a sale, a discount, 5%, 10%, 15%, 25%, 50%, wow. Let's go and have, sometimes we do not need even those stuff and those items, but the big discount, 50%. How about 70? How about 80? Sometimes some stores would go so crazy and say 80% discount. Go find out. But if that discount is coming from Allah, but it is not 5%, it's not 10%, it is not 50%. It's not even 80%. It's beyond. Otherwise, tell me, how come one night, Laylatul Qadr would be more in reward from Allah than continuously worshipping Allah for 83 years and 4 months? What is the discount in here? Can some mathematician do some calculation about the discount? You'll figure it out. Mahmoud is looking up there. Just Farouk and Munir Daddy, make the calculation and let me know. I did not do the calculation yet. But what I did, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has enabled me and bestowed upon me in my library here at home to have many sets of the interpretation of the Quran, 11 sets, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. You go from Ibn Kathir to Mukhtasar Ibn Kathir to Al-Qurtubi to Safwat al-Tafasir. Wallahi, every year I love to look at that surah, that chapter 97, to learn something new in order to share with you. This year, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I was able to learn something new I have never learned before. Especially when it comes to those worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continuously for 83 years, 1,000 months, much better on the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, comparing to that one night in Laylatul Qadr. One night in Laylatul Qadr. Here is what I found out, and here's my reflection, my own reflection. Yani first, why Allah is referring, I love to dig deeply in order to have a deep understanding of that. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first is referring to this, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alf shahr. Why he put it 1,000 months, not 83 years and 4 months? Why months? We're referring to the months of the year, including the month of Ramadan. We're talking about the month of Ramadan. We're talking about Laylatul Qadr during the month of Ramadan. It is the month there. And when you say alf shahr, 1,000 months, it might hit so hard that instead of saying 83 years and 4 months, 1,000. Khayrun min alf shahr. Think about it. That's one thing. But the question is that, and let's ask that question in a very, very honest way and have a very honest answer. Can I keep worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 83 years and 4 months, for 1,000 months, no stopping whatsoever, continuously, in order to have this reward from Him? Can we? La wallahi, in honest way. Can we? Can we? Look at the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we can't. He's giving us one night. Only one night. Because He knows our limits. We cannot keep worshipping Him for 1,000 months continuously in order to be rewarded for those 1,000 months. Look at the mercy of Allah on us, on the Ummah of Muhammad. It's not like the people of Sayyidina Nuh alayhi salam, or Sayyidina Nuh himself lived for almost 1,000 years. 950 years, kept asking people to come. You know, very old age, and the shortest in age, by the way, among all the Ummah, the nations, throughout the history, is the age of the people of the Ummah of Muhammad. Average 63 years, ask and live. So now 83 years and 4 months, we can't. But let's reduce it a little bit. How about 83 months plus 4 months? We're not talking about years now. We're talking about, can we keep continuing, not stopping, worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a human being for 83 months plus 4 months? Can we? No, Allah, answer me. Can we? Okay, we can't. Let's reduce it to weeks. Can we keep worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 83 weeks plus 4 weeks continuously without stopping worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? No weeks. What a bargain. What a huge discount. Yes or no? Answer me, Allah. Dr. Yudi, answer me. Can we? Okay. How about 83 weeks? 83 weeks. Still no? How about 83 days? Almost 3 months. Worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no stopping. Can we? Huh? 83 hours, no? 83 hours. It's about 3 days, not to sleep, can be up, and some people would be waking up for 3 days, no sleeping, working overnight shift and this and that, and how about the following? "83 minutes. Amir is debating with Mahmoud, saying that maybe you can keep indulging, worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 83 minutes, say 85 minutes, no stopping, no doing anything except the salah, as we do in Salat al-Taraweeh, right? Salat al-Taraweeh is here in Masjid Al-Iman, almost 85 minutes, sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour and 15 minutes, sometimes 80. That's why I love to hear that, yes. So only one night, Laylatul Qadr, for 83 minutes continuously, without stopping, including your salah, your ruku', your sujood, your dua, your qunut, your reading Quran, your reciting Quran, on the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, much better than worshipping continuously for 83 years and 4 months. The question would be, can we do it? Only one night. 83 minutes. 83 minutes. And say, Ya Allah, I am here for you. I am asking you for whatever I wanted to ask you for. What a bargain. What a wonderful auction. Big sale. Please, Allah, calculate the discount in here for me, because I would love it. You made the calculation? No, he does. You point to each other, but a lot of people would ask, what I'm gonna gain out of this 83 minutes in Laylatul Qadr? Record the following. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will decide for you at that night. Shaqiyun anta am sa'id. Allahu Akbar. Allah will determine at that night for the rest of the year. You'll be a happy person or unhappy, with a lot of enjoyments and pleasure, or you live a miserable life at that night. Ghaniyun am faqir. Have enough to sustain your life. Not filthy rich, being, millionaire or billionaire, or not in that category. I may ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all of us to be billionaires, but for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not to be abusing this money. رَادٍ عَنْكَ اللَّهُ أَمْ غَيْرُ رَادٍ. Ya Allah, Allah will be happy with you for the rest of the year or not. Will be truly happy with you. At that night, what you ask Him for, and you would love for Him to answer you. Try, find out. Find out. It's a wonderful and a great bargain. And I'm really thinking deeply, seriously, sincerely, how come Muslims miss that night? And as I mentioned today in our Friday sermon, wallahi, we need to be closer to Allah, to ask Him, Ya Allah, take us out of this disastrous situation we're in, the bloodshedding we're in, the disunity we're having, killing each other, claiming things, subhanallah. In one night, if we may ask him, he might be able to, and definitely, without any doubt, take us out of this, what we have been suffering from. Think about it this way. I love to play with numbers, though I'm not a mathematician, but I love to look at the interpretation of the Quran sometimes, to look at it this way from different angle. It might be more persuasive for you to say, yeah, I have to think about this only ayah of the Quran this way, inshallah. I may ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all of us, no exception, all of us to be witnessing that Laylatul Qadr, to be rewarded for that Laylatul Qadr, for Allah to determine for us to be the happiest people ever, spouses, husbands and wives, parents and children, family members, community, society, Muslims at large all over. Allahumma ameen, Allahumma ameen, Allahumma ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana an alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.